T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now tapped into the coolest reptile podcast in the world. Welcome to Trap Talk Podcast Presents New Breeder on the Block series. I'm your boy MJ. What is good, everybody? Happy Monday. Man, these Mondays don't feel like no typical Mondays. You know, these Mondays pop off. But if it's your first time tapping in, what is good? Do your boy a favor. Hit that like button. Let's start with that right off the bat. Hit that like button. Let's get these likes up, especially for these new breeders. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the likes up. Hit that subscribe button. If you're into the reptile game, whether keeping, breeding, admiring, all that stuff, you're in the right area. I'm telling you right now. I mean, no matter where you're at, it might lead you to the next step. So hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell. That way you're on top of every single podcast I drop here 4 times a week. I don't play. Nobody's working on my kind of game when it comes to hustling in this podcast game. I'm telling you right now. Anyways, I'm super stoked for tonight for multiple reasons. I gotta say, shout out to all the early birds in the building. I salute you guys. Before we get started, you guys know I have to drop the love where it's at, and that's to the sponsor of this episode. Shout out to Cold Blooded Cafe, the freshest and bestest rodents in the game. Day one, pinks to mammoth rats to your doorstep. $30 flat rate, $30 flat rate shipping. There we go. Sorry, I just said that dab pretty heavily earlier, but I'm good now. Got to get my verbiage good. Here we go. Let's go. Cold Blooded Cafe. Shout out to Stephen Cush. Shout out to Desiree Manat, the entire CBC team. I appreciate you guys. Literally, you got to give it up to the people who feed your collection. Without your collection being fed, I mean, if it's you, pat yourself on the back. If you breed your own rats, salute to you. I don't do that. No, thank you. I'm good for now. Might have to do that someday, but I got Cold Blooded Cafe as well. I gotta say so. The #1 company. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Make sure you go head over to the website, follow them on Instagram, go place your order today. Some shameless plugs, of course. I need in case you are looking for more content other than what you see in the podcast, make sure you go to my other page called the Trap Vlogs. Okay, so I bust out a vlog every week. Either I'm at someone's facility or I show you updates in my own collection, but it all goes down on the Trap Vlogs on YouTube. Make sure you go give me a subscribe on that. And then also make sure you go check out the Trap Clips, which you can catch any previous guests I've had here on the show. So much love to anyone who subscribes to those 2 channels. Now, I can tell you what, if you're looking for exclusive content or if you want to get some VIP type back information on what's happening with this podcast, if you want to be like on the 411, and more importantly, if you want to tap into a Discord with over 135 trappers, well, then guess what? Go down to the very first link in the description below and join the Trap Talk Patreon family. Shout out to my Patreon members. You guys are my savages, man. We're growing by the day. Crazy where we're going. We're taking this to the top. I'm telling you right now. Appreciate my Patreon members. Anywhere from people just getting to this and people who are just the OGs in this are a part of this Trap Talk Patreon family. We get together every Sunday and we just tap in, man. We're all about growing. And especially if you're new to this and you want to get more out of this, and if you're trying to, if you're having a hard time trying to grasp things where you can really get to the next level, try this Patreon family. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to all my trappers. I love you guys. Appreciate all my Patreon members. Who the hell here is ready for this damn episode, though? I got so many people in the early bird comments. Shit is popping. What is good? 843 Exotics. Thanks for tapping in. Keisha, who's actually tapping in right now, but she was, early bird in the comments. What is good, Keisha? Inquiline. Did I say that right? Damn. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Big Mike, 1776 Exotics. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Patreon members, why are there 1, 2, 3 other people ahead of you? Mike, why is people ahead of you, Mike? You're the first guy to drop comments in here. What's going on, Mike? Everything good at home? I'm just kidding. Mike's my OG. He's one of my very first Patreon members. No, he's the first Patreon member. I got that right, Mike? Go give him a follow on Instagram. Big Mike, 1776 Exotics. My lobster hook all day, every day. Appreciate you. Ancestral Royal Pythons. What is good? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you. Will's Heat. What? Yellow belly, nothing. Hey, yo. Hey, we're not already coming at this. Hey, yo. Hold back. Let's hold back a little bit. I'm explaining all that. Yellow belly's something. You can't say yellow belly's nothing because that's his poo-poo. You can't be saying that. Hey, listen. my boy right here. I'm glad this guy's in the building. I know they're, first off, The Usual Suspects, one of my favorite movies. Okay, so I can't help to know that there's a crew out there. But one guy that I can't help to notice that was a part of that crew, what I feel it would even make that crew, is this man right here. It's my boy Wiz Constrictor. This is the real deal Holyfield right here. It's my boy. Go give him a follow on Instagram. One of the only guys to ever win a giveaway and take that GHI. How's that snake doing? You never even gave me updates on that snake. I hope it's doing well. But either way, that's my boy right here, Wiz Constrictor. Awesome family man. See him at every Tinley. He don't play. He's really here to take some names, bro. That's my boy Wiz Constrictor. I salute you, Wiz. Appreciate your support. Nasarg, what is up? Trap Talk Patreon member all day, every day. The homie Shane, Ricky, Bobby, SRT, what is good? Trap Talk Patreon member, Team Zoo Dreams to the fullest right here. Me and this guy got plans. That's all I got to say. D's, Balls, and Exotics, what is good? Big homie Dylan, Trap Talk Patreon member. Appreciate you, Dylan. Thanks for tapping in. Deviant Glass, what is up? Trap Talk Patreon member, I salute you. Thanks for tapping in. Genomic Labs, what's up, Jason? How are the boas doing? Thanks for tapping in. Slithery Serpents, what's up, Slithery? Thanks for being here. The homie Josh, Scale Fins and Feathers, what is up? Trap Talk Patreon member, salute you, player. Thank you so much. Eric's Morph Factory, what is up? The House of Hiss in the building. Trap Talk Patreon member, salute you, player. Thank you so much. Jeremy, what is up, player? Congratulations on your rhino iguanas. Damn, another heavy reason why I got to get you on this episode, bro. Bods, Exotics, go give him a follow on Instagram. Heavy accomplishment. Got to say, that's some dreamy shit. Good job, bro. Silver Cash, Trap Talk Patreon member all day, every day. What's up, player? Thanks for tapping in. Cruz family, local OG right here, dog. That's my boy right here. We got big plans in the future, basically because he comes down and helps me out. So I appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much, Diego. Let's see. The homie Lizard Man, what is up? Trap Talk Patreon member in the building. MKB in the building. Trap Talk Patreon member, what is good? Blacklist, Exotics. What is up? Thanks for tapping in, homegirl. Uniquely Muted Morphs. What is good? Thanks for tapping in. Oh, look who could comment now. What do you know? Hey, yeah, this is not a test. This is the real deal. Ladies Exotics. Hey, I don't know. I think it was Matthew Summers. Matthew Summers, you blocked this lady from commenting on the live chats, and I need to know why you did that. Hey, listen, I don't know. Was it Matt? Damn, Matt's like, what the fuck did I do? Luckily, Matt's with his girlfriend, just living the life, so he ain't here right now. So anyways, let's just blame Matthew Summers. Hey, it was Matthew Summers. Go follow Matthew Summers. That's my boy, by the way. Ladies, I'm so glad you're back. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Seriously, this is a real deal. Homegirl right here. Got to meet her at Tinley. What a nice lady, man. Please go give her a follow on Instagram. Seriously, a sweetheart. Thank you so much for tapping in, and thank you for still supporting the trap. I appreciate you. Craft Brew, Morphology, what is good? Thanks for tapping in. My homie, my right-hand man, a.k.a. my secret weapon, Adler, Ad Dizzle for Shizzle, Serpent, Eclipse, Reptiles, a.k.a. A&E Foundry. That's my boy. Literally, thank you so much for dealing with me, Adler. You're the man. And see you at the top, buddy. That's where we're going. I'll tell you that much. Who else is here? Let's see. Ooh, I think I see a super chat already. Before we get to the super chat, I want to say another guy I was really excited to meet. He's with a crew of fucking awesome people. Herp Collectors in the building. What's up? Also runs a sick ass podcast. Tap in. This guy's one of the real deals, man. He's here and he's really, really gaining some ground. So I gotta say respect to that homie. And let's see who else is here. Damn, there's so many of you in here cracking right now. I mean, a lot of you guys just going back and forth. Snake for the memories. I like that. What is good? Miggy's Morphs. What is up? Thanks for tapping in. Look at the homie Jaffe in the building. Canada. What is up? Finally, I got a Canadian hitter in the building. Not that there ain't Canadian hitters in the building, but this is my player right here. Man, I mean, Austin's always been my favorite, but I feel like every day as the days go by, Jaffe's getting closer. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Jaffe, keep the cornrows. That's all I gotta say. Cream de la Clutch, what is up? Thanks for tapping in. Alluring Serpents, what is up? Thanks for tapping in. Reptile Lifeline, my bad. Thanks for tapping in. The homie Patrick, what is up? We got to reschedule that one-on-one, bro. God damn, this poor guy. This guy didn't deserve it. I like this guy. Anyways, I'm talking about the episode I deleted. It's why you can't find his episode because it's deleted. There, I said it. I've already said it, but fuck. It's going to happen again. My boy believes in it. Aaron, what is up? Aaron Barbosa, thanks for tapping in. God damn, I'm trying to get down to the super chat and show it some love, and there's just so many comments. All right, listen, I'm going to end it in style because I want to get this show on the road. Shout out to my player, the head of trap security. Put you in you know what I'm saying? Even if you tap, he's going to put you to sleep. That's Antoine Hood. And I don't mean with his, jiu-jitsu skills. I'm talking about with his projects. Once he hits, You're out. Antoine Hood, thank you so much for your support. Big time support. It's my boy. Go give him a follow on Instagram. Love you, dog. Thank you so much. I'm pumped. Hey, you know why I'm pumped? Because everyone in the comments right now, this shit is popping. So if you're just tapping in, before we get things moving, let's get the likes up right now for Keisha and the homie Terence. Because guess what? It's New Breed on the Block series. And that means new things coming to this content, new things coming to this damn table. And we're going to talk about what it's like for these two being in the ball python game and also making ground in the reptile podcasting game. It's cool to do one thing, but when you're hustling on two different ends of things, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I want to see. So we're tapping in New Breed on the Block series with Keys Constrictors. Stay hydrated. Get your mind right. Let's go. Gee.
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk Podcasters?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, gotta love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up.
And we live up in this bitch. Terrence and Keisha. Big Keys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the building. What is good?
In the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? I see the chat blowing up. I got my fam up in there. Thanks for coming out, supporting your boy and your girl.
I can't even lie, bro. The chats are cracking right now, bro. Like,
That's how my chats are, man. Every Wednesday and Friday. Who not with it need to get with it. That's how it always is. Come check your boy and your girl out.
that plug is, let's talk about that real quick. So Let Your Hair Down Fridays, is that the consistent podcast that you're putting out every week right now?
I do 2 a week. Wednesday, I do Balls and Things. That's the interview show. And Fridays, we do Hair Down Fridays with the usual suspects. Like this Wednesday, I got Steve Morse. So come check me out at 8 p.m. Steve Morse. Ask them some questions.
Hey, listen, one thing I'm happy about is, there's not one person I'm talking, there's two. Whenever there's two, that's a strong duo. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of good planning I feel like there's going on this end that I'm talking to right now. So I'm curious what really started all this and when did this up and come? Because I feel like, I kind of pay close attention on when new names pop up, and I could have sworn like this logo in particular, like the one that we use for your thumbnail, I feel like I started seeing this in like 2019 or 2020. Am I tripping, or was it sooner than that? How long has this been around for?
2020.
Okay. All right. Cool. How's it been? Let's talk about fuck it. And I want to hear from both of you, obviously.
All right, so we're gonna start from the beginning then. 2019, we went to Daytona Repticon. We went to go get a leopard gecko. For Keisha. And we saw a banana ball python. Now that's the first time we've seen another morph. And before, like we had ball pythons like 20 years ago when we were kids. We had ball pythons when we first started dating.
Hey, did you know they were called morphs at that time or no?
Nah, nothing. I didn't know nothing, bro. Nothing. Dude, I just saw this colorful snake and was like, yo, this is wild. And didn't think nothing of it. The chick was like, yo, what are you breeding plans? I'm like, what? I look at Keisha, I'm like, yo, what she talking about breeding? Like, you lost us with that. Then we breeding. She, well, these snakes are expensive, you want to get your money back, blah, blah, blah. One ear out the other. I'm like, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. We kept it moving. We run into somebody else, and they show us a banana. What was it? A butter. $20 for a butter. Now this is the second ball python seen.
With a different that morph. Wasn't a normal.
And he said $20. So of course I was like, I'm getting this. And I bought it like I stole it. I'm like, can't answer no question. I took it like, all right, yo, we leaving. Let's go. Like you made a mistake. We out.
So
he didn't tell us anything about the snake.
So my Craigslist snake. My very first snake that started was I didn't pay his shit. That's a good price. I paid $75, but the guy, like, the look on his face, he was so desperate for the money that he's like, just so you know, you're getting a stupid deal on this. And I'm just like, all right, motherfucker, give me a snake.
Just give me a snake. Give me a snake.
Anyways, continue, please.
Yeah, so we got this snake, and one thing, the snake was way too. Now we didn't know anything, so we didn't know the snake was too small. The snake was a baby, it was like a hatchling. You know what I'm saying? That haven't eaten yet. So we had to learn how to assist feed everything on this snake. So we took it home, learned how to assist feed, and I was talking to a friend of mine that ended up breeding snakes at work, and then it's like he told me like so much stuff about breeding. Like, so I started thinking, like, every day I was coming with more questions, and then I started talking to Keisha about, like, yo, I think I could do this, man. I love animals. I'm getting hella research, so I still just kept doing, watching hella YouTube videos, staying up all night long, staying up all night, get off of work, I'm watching YouTube videos on snakes. And then, like, May 2020, Keisha was like, oh, I got a name, Keys Constrictors. I'm like, for what? I was like, yo, it can't have that name. My friend's name was ARS Constrictors. I'm like, oh, we can't steal his name, not knowing that other people got like similar names and whatnot. So I can't. And so I hit him up like, dude, you mind if I use that name? Go ahead. I took the Constrictors for somebody else. I'm like, all right, cool. Who I'm good friends with now, CD Constrictors. You got it from Corey. So then what happened? Then June, she made a Instagram. She made an Instagram. She made the TikTok. She made all these other platforms. Facebook, like, dude, YouTube. We got YouTube. I was like, we got one snake. You wildin'. So all
right. So hold on.
I did enough research.
So I'm so sorry. I'm just curious. I'm gonna hold that thought right now, Terrence. Do me a favor, please. Because Keisha, what was it that made you want to put this pressure on Terrence, even like start this? Who were you following? What was it that you were doing? I'm just curious.
Well, I know him, and I know when he's passionate about something, and he was very, very passionate about this. We talked about, maybe sometime in the future, like, breeding eventually.
Right.
But, things just happened so quickly, and I didn't want nobody to take the name, honestly. So I know it's not that crazy of a name, but he's T Keys, so I just wanted to keep it. So I said, let me make it and hold it. And I sat on it for like a month. And This month I'm sitting here watching him, like, getting more and more excited about it, coming home every day talking about, I was talking to him about this and that and that. And I was like, okay, well, I already made a name for us.
She made a logo. She made a logo. That first logo she did.
I made the first logo. It was his idea to make the snake a S. So that's all him. So it was a group joint thing. But yeah, I knew that's what he wanted to do eventually. So I said, why not? Let's get started now.
But like, I feel like everything, like for me, what laid it out as far as what I do now today was like Brian Barczyk YouTube videos, right? Like, was there anybody you came across, Keisha, like as far as content wise, that made you connect the dots? Like, okay, this is how I could get this for Terrence. You know what I mean?
We used to watch, there was a lot of people that we used to watch, but one that was really fun was Chris Hardwick. Oh. Chris Hardwick, he always used to have Bobby on his neck, and, the way he talked.
That's why I got a bamboo.
Yeah, so I used to have a really, really awesome Chris Hardwick impression. I haven't done it in a few years, so I'm probably rusty, but if I watch a video of his, I could probably pick it back up again. But it was really fun. And I always say that, Terrence used to come home and it would be like ESPN Sports Center, sports from when I first met him a million years ago. But you could see the change when he came home. It's like snake videos one after another. And that's when I knew.
And you understand, right? You don't understand there's the sports people out there. You know how hard it is for them to convert, like taking their attention from sports. Like, women leave their men over sports. You know that, right? Out there. Like, it's so bad, right? So for this kind of addiction, which this is, bro, sports don't really give much back to you, dog. Let's be real. Like sports, all it does is like make you feel good that your team wins, but you ain't getting a ring. You ain't making the money. You're just a fan. Here, you're building fans. You know, you're a player. You're an actual player in the game, man. And that's why I feel like I feel like that's what you guys are both understanding, especially you, Terrence. I feel like you're putting so much, effort into what you're doing versus just sitting on the couch watching games, is because you're building a community, bro. Like why? I mean, I'm saying right now, like the chats are overly packed right now, is what I'm saying. Like my chats are normally cracking, but they're overly cracking right now, is what I'm saying. And
we definitely got a nice community.
I do want to say, everybody, I'm so sorry. Hey to everybody. We're usually like in the chats, but we're focusing right now. We're focusing right now. We love y'all. I can't do my shout outs.
But it's all good. So much. I got y'all on Wednesday. I got y'all on Friday. Y'all can come back. I'm see y'all again. I'm crazy.
I'm gonna make this real clear.
You, Jason.
I'm gonna make this real clear. This is your guys' episode. You can shout out whoever the hell you guys want. I don't give a fuck. If you guys need to shout anybody out, if anyone feels like they make you that hyped to be where you're at, and you want to give them a shout out, please give them a shout out.
Don't say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing, because I'm about to go down the motherfucking line, starting with the usual suspects. I got my buddy Ray from Lawrence Serpents. I got my bestie Living Oddities. Where's my ace boom coon? Where's Constrictor? What the fuck is the deal, bruh? Morphoge, F&A Balls. Jeremy, you see what I'm rocking today, right, bruh? I'm rocking. You always got to represent for one of the suspects at least. You know what I'm saying?
Hard.
My girls represent for Nicole. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Yeah, give it to Nicole.
Jason, my brother, great episode you did on Thursday. Who else we got up in here? Mike, Herb Collectors, Grow Tent, Craft Brew. What up, Miggy? It was great seeing you at Tinley. My man Vic from Far Exotics, my sis Lady Tiz, John Note H in the building was goody.
Damn, this guy's a list, bro.
Steph uniquely mutated morphs. Ron, what up? Troy, what up?
Love it.
Troy from Troy's Best Dress. Let me be specific. What up, bro? I'm glad you decided to come on the show. Appreciate you. My boy Alain from Cream de la Clutch. Snakes for the Memories. Jolly, that's Jeremy and Holly getting at you. Reptile Lifeline, what up? Emilio was goody.
Love it.
Slithery Serpents, what up, what up, what up? I'm going to take a little break right now. If I see something come up, I'm going to shout you out. What to do, what the business is.
I mean, probably that's the most selfless thing I've ever had happen on the show. Someone taking the time out of what they could speak on and giving just other people shout outs. That's really heartfelt, I feel like. You don't hear that a lot. But at the end of the day, I feel like you surround yourself around people who boost you up, and you want to boost them up. It's kind of a mutual thing, right?
Oh, yeah. I feed off that energy.
You have to. I feel like that's why you have a show every Wednesday and Friday. If you didn't have, not that you wouldn't keep going, but you're feeding off the energy. That's exactly why you're giving it to them. If they weren't giving you that energy to feed off of, you wouldn't be this guy and the show right now. It'd be different. But you guys worked for it, and this is why we're getting down to things right now. Which I'm curious once things started picking up. Because listen, we all start somewhere, right? Like my very first snake that got me away from my pit of a life I was living in. Man, my life was, ex-drug dealer, all this shit. I was just in a really bad place, right? And so, like I said, I found that snake. I Googled ball pythons for sale, and then Craigslist was the first thing to come up. And then I saw this really bright, like it was nuts because it was a yellow ball python, but it looked like it was in shed. And then I picked it up, and the guy told me it was a pastel Mojave orange ghost. I didn't know what the fuck he said. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't care. Right? I said, okay, let me see it. And I was like, and if you know ball pythons, normals, once you go from looking at a normal for so many years and then you see a morph, you're like, whoa, what is this? Like you start to like
mind blown.
And so, especially because how much I paid for it, which even though at that time I was hurting, and $75 could have done a lot for me at that time, but I needed help. Like I needed an escape, and I didn't give a fuck. Gave him the $75, took that snake, put it in the goddamn Petco tank, with the fucking bulbs, all the shit that I'm against, obviously now, right? But I didn't know, I'm just watching bar check videos and shit, and that's when my whole life changed, bro. And the next, I look at bananas, killer bees, pieds. I can tell you right now, man, not to steal everyone else's story, but the pieds. I will tell you, it was the banana first. Don't get the banana was like, oh my God, this is like I just wanted to see it so bad after seeing it on a.
I was my first recessive. You ain't got to tell me, man. You just saw the. Yeah, I got the video. My unboxing was like, yo, bruh, crazy.
But the Pied, when I saw the Pied, bro, that's when I knew things were different. I was like, there's something going on out there. Like there must be a whole world. And like that led to me, you know, I was a DJ, right? So my Instagram was on private and I only fucked with music. But then once I started getting snakes, I started posting my snakes and like nobody was liking it. And I was like, damn, nobody showing love. And then somebody told me, hey, yo, unblock your fucking, like make your shit public and not private and start using hashtags. And then that's when everything like, holy shit, I started running into people's accounts and, you know, finding people local to me and dog, it was like, you know how it is. It's like, bro, sleepless nights, but in a good way. Like motherfucker, I was not sleeping. I couldn't put the phone down. And my wife got to a certain point where she's like, hey, you need to like stop. Like, and I'm like, dude, I just can't. Like, I can't stop. I'm even looking at shit I can't even afford. I'm just looking at it. You know what I mean? Just manifesting. Like, how can I get there? And sure enough, man, like I said, my wife helped me buy my first Pied. I think it was $400. She paid for half of it. I couldn't even afford it. And you know, that's how my story started. So we all start from somewhere, right? But players like us, we make the next step. Once we know we're ready to make that next step, we make the next step. So how are we making the next step? How did Keys Constrictor make their next steps? Hey, while you're explaining how you're making your next moves into the breeding game, I'm going to take a quick, you know, leak real quick. I can hear you though. You can't hear me.
Do your thing. I talk. So, what do we do? So I was talking to a couple people on like the what moves to make. And a friend of mine was like, if you got the money, you should get you some proven breeders right away. And told me how I should do, get the males, get a male visual, female hets and all that. So that's what I did. I bought me a couple proven breeder females and some hets, and got me the visual Pied that was a proven breeder. And I took him and made a couple clutches my first season, and I also took like my bamboo. I got a bamboo that I fed like pretty good, and she went with me for her first year. So my first season, I got like 6 clutches. So we was like, it was pretty good, pretty easy. That was, I don't want to call it easy, but
it was great.
It was amazing.
We couldn't have asked for a better first year. It was amazing.
So that was all. So we really started in June 2020, and February 2021 when our first clutch league.
Damn. So within a year, you're able to get your first clutch and get that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it really all depends on what lands on your lap. And I feel like, you know, I one thing I really wanted in the beginning, guys, was just to know if I was going to be able to do it. Like, I want to know, like, can I get a snake to lay eggs? Like, can I really do this? And, you know, but at the end of the day, like, I wanted to happen the way it happened. And like, same with you. I got my hands on some females that were like, they weren't proven breeders, but they're like 1,200 grams, 1,300 grams. Like, they're ready. Like, they're ready, basically. You know what I mean? And, dude, but yeah, bro, like, I try to tell people, don't rush it, but some people need to get that. They need that experience. And once they get that taste, bro, of like, holy shit, it's fucking on. And the floodgates open. But at the end of the day, it happens no matter what. If you stick down and stay true, it's going to happen. But okay, let's talk about your.
One of my girls that went wasn't even a proven breeder. It was just she was a juvenile, but she ate, and she ended up going. So it was crazy.
Right. So other than let's talk about other than you kind of prepping for you having your first clutch with these females that you picked up. Like what all were you invested in, like rack wise? Like what did you kind of dip your hands into first and whatnot?
I didn't spend much money on racks. We had a friend. Well, we had a couple that was like freshly built, but we didn't have to spend much money on it. So we got like made racks. We got a couple of PVC, but we don't have ARS racks, anything like that. We're waiting until the snakes to buy those. When the snakes to buy those for us, and we want a bigger place.
Yeah, you know, listen, I at the end of the day, I was looking at, like, you know, Miguel was one of my first homies, but yet also the person I wanted to try to be as far as, you know, up and coming into this. And I saw his room was full of Freedom Breeder racks, and I just knew, like, okay, like, I'm not there yet. And I'd rather be there when it's the snake paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what would make this whole business profitable and what worth doing, right? Like, you know, because look, check it out, bro. think about the people who just go all on, they go all in, brand new freedom breeder, fucking $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 male, females, and then they suck at it. Then what do? You know what I mean? You did all that, you ain't got the time, or like maybe life happens, or your wife or husband's like, nah, sorry, you ain't gonna do this no more. Then what? You know what I mean? Like,
right. So, I know plenty of people that got all that and still no clutches yet. Years in the game, no clutches yet. So I'm like, that's not, the racks don't make it. The breeder makes it. So I'm gonna do what I need to do. And when the snakes are doing what they're supposed to do consistently, and I got that higher end, then yeah, I'm gonna let them buy some racks.
So who has the eye? And when I say the eye, who kind of is like determining which female is ready to go, which female is building follicles? Who's the first one to call that out of you two? I'm just curious.
Oh, that's me. Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. I just got an eye for it. So I haven't been wrong. So which is pretty dope. Yeah.
So I want to ask you then, like, what were some of the first things that maybe help you learn about things were going in the right directions? Like, what is it that you look for? Like, first and foremost.
Well, you look for. Like, see, I don't put too much stock into bull wrapping, because everybody bull wraps. They all bull wrap. So I pay attention.
Even babies bull wrap. Even babies bull wrap. So that's So I don't pay much to when people post it. Like, all right, it's a nice picture. So, but other than that, that don't mean anything to me. So when well, I know when the females are ready, they come up to the tub. They tell WAG, let you know that they want some. Right.
You notice. I'm pretty good at noticing ovulations. Looking for the tail sook.
Okay.
You can see, and then when they're getting closer, you can see the ridge, so you already know it's about to go down in a couple weeks.
Right. So exactly, you feel like within that first year of you getting your first clutch, you were able to lock this information in and kind of just understand these were the signs to look at and whatnot, or like.
Well, I watched a lot of videos, bro, a lot, and I got some. Yeah, so.
But like, okay, but you like, for instance, right? It's so crazy when you watch so many videos, but it's different when you see it in person. You know what I mean?
Oh, way different. You get experience.
Because one thing that breaks my heart, and it doesn't really, because I was there too, and I used to fucking make myself look stupid. But like, homies like who've been pairing their first snake, got a couple locks, and then they think like, oh, it's an ovulation. You know what I mean? They always think there's an ovulation, but it could just be a building stage. But like, bro, like it ain't happening until it's happening, and then for the most part. Ovulation is you can't miss that.
Ovulation. Ovulation when you should know when you see it, because you do see pics. You see pics. Someone said you pick, hey, this is ovulation. You look like that's not ovulation, but like.
Now, I will say this, and you guys also travel because you're in Florida, correct? Or where are you at again? Remind me.
Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach. Oh, I'm tapping in when I go to Daytona with you guys for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but traveling, right? One thing that I'm kind of like, I underestimated this part because I've been consistently traveling now every once a month. And this year, bro, I probably have about 6 clutches where I never saw one ovulation. So I try to tend back to like, how I say, oh, you can't miss an ovulation. Well, if you don't see that female within that time period of like 2-3 days, that shit does shrink down. You know what I mean? So it's just stuff that you just got to be on top of. You know what I mean? But either way,
I did have 2 clutches that I didn't see anything with. I didn't know I had 2 like chickens.
Yeah. Right. Now, you guys being in Florida, your game plan is 24/7 all year round breeding. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at what point are you as far as because the important, I feel like the very important thing for any new breeder into this is how their holdback game is, right? And are you guys at the point where you're able to breed something where it's all about holding that shit back, the number one? Like, is that where you guys are currently at right now, or what's going on with your holdback game?
I'm not. I sell some snakes. Only sell males, no females. And then I try not. I don't want to. I like to hold back. I don't want to hold as much back as possible. As long as I got room, I'm holding back.
I call him the holdback king.
You gotta be. God bless him. Listen, I'm a fucking, in my head, I'm the money king, even though there's money kings out there. But in my head, I want the money. But this is the first time.
The money's going to come. The money's going to come. Right now, I want to make snakes.
But dog, my whole life, I never knew that mindset about money that comes. Like you just got to put in the work, right? I just wanted it so bad. So what I'm saying is I've been holding back snakes where I could have made what I could have made. But now that now that it's 2-3 years later, fuck what I was going to make then. Now I'm about to make like 10 times that amount because I just waited. I found a powerful male and shit's about to go down. And you gotta not care to sell shit, man. And like, but it's hard too. You know, some people come into this and they put themselves in debt, bro. And they try to make money back so quick. You ain't got to put yourself in debt. You could do this gradually. You could do this slow. But motherfuckers just want so much so quick, you know, and it just depends what your personality is. But anyways, I want to get back to what your guys' current clutch rate is at this point. And what I mean by that.
TJ? Thanks for coming through, man.
Check this out real quick. I got to say shout out to the big dog right here. This fool right here, TJ, is no joke. Okay, this mother.
Yes, sir. We met at Tinley.
This mofo right here, okay, not only is he super player, but he's also one of the sponsors of Trap Talk Podcast. Thank you to my homie TJ for all the love and support. You can't wait, man. I've been trying to get this guy on the show, and I don't want to get.
He told me that.
Going down, bro. Listen, I need any other podcaster also out there to understand. You need to stay off my man's bumper for a little bit. It's gonna be me first. It's gonna be me first. Once it's me, then you guys know that he could go on shows. But right now, he's just such a player, bro. Like he's like literally on his Aussie boy tip. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand how many people out there that are inspiring when it comes to not only breeding animals, but showing you what else you could do with life, bro. Like life, bro, this game brings you so many different people, dog. I'm telling you right now, like, and that's why I'm glad. You want to know what made me really want to bring you guys on the show? That fact that I kept seeing you at shows. I saw you at Tinley, and then I saw you at Arlington as well. Didn't you go to Arlington as well?
You saw me at Animal Con.
Oh, Animal Con still. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? And you know that you're a podcaster. So you talk and you get the information you want, right? But what about people who try to do all the hard work that you and Keisha are doing as far as building a brand, getting your name out there, but they refuse to go to shows? Isn't that like contradicting? Like,
weird.
But it's not. It's also like
there's no.
But our first year when we on the breeding, we didn't do any networking. Like,
right.
I didn't do any because I wanted to have a clutch under my belt, and that way, like I felt more secure. Like, all right, I breed. So other than that, like the first year, I really didn't talk to anybody, not that much until we got forced to do on the YouTube by my man Gershon. We wasn't even gonna do YouTube videos. He made us do YouTube videos about a year ago.
It's wild because we had just met Gershon. We did his show, met him while got to know him on his show, and he pushed us and said, y'all need to do this YouTube thing. And we were like, yeah, maybe in like 3 years, we'll, build up the YouTube, this and that. Same way with the snakes. We said, okay, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, but 5 years, 3 years turned into 5 months, 3 months. And here we are now. And Gershon, he saw 2 strangers and, he saw something in us and he sees something in so many different people. And it's so amazing to sit there. It's funny to sit there and watch him, say, hey, so do you have a YouTube channel? When Gershon asks you if you have a YouTube channel, you know what's about to happen. So like, shout out to him for putting so many people, onto the YouTube so that we can all meet each other and, have conversations like this, be in a chat like this. So I just wanted to appreciate Gershon a little bit for that.
You got to stick around to people who put you on, plain and simple. I mean, obviously people change up. Listen, you guys will, if you haven't figured this out yet in this game, the more you increase and keep blowing up, people switch up, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So that's when you got to make the right move. But I can tell you right now, other than that, if you have somebody who's literally paid the wage for you, like, there's even people I don't really fuck with, but they've done something for me. Well, I can never be so thankful for what they've done for me. But this is why it goes back to like, if you could just be a good person, you'll be all right. If you have good intentions and just understand that good or bad, things will go your way, things won't go your way, but just stay down to you being a good person. You'll always have a good experience in what we're doing, but you'll always be surrounded by the good people as well, which it sounds like that's what you guys are doing. I got to say that's a big, powerful thing to have.
Positive energy brings positive results.
100%. I like that. Now I gotta say too, I gotta admit when you know players fuck up. I ain't gonna lie, players fuck up. I know this name Rashawn. What is he? I gotta know. Like, what does it look like on the Instagram?
GP Snakes. GP Snakes.
GP Snakes.
Oh my god! Is it the homie? I thought that was the other.
Oh,
it is. It is.
He's got under 1,000 pod. Next up,
I even follow him. What's good, Gray Sean? This is Gray Sean. GP. Oh, it even says
GP.
Gershon.
GP Snakes.
Okay. Damn. What is? Okay, I know who this is, but I confused him for somebody else in person one time. Who is that? Hold on.
Probably Dre, DW Exotics. Dre, what up, bro? I see you in the chat.
Yes.
Dre.
Okay. All right. Okay. I had to connect the dots for a second. Because, all right, Krishan, right? So GP Snakes.
So there's Dre right there.
Yeah, I've been following GP Snakes before Dre, right? But then for whatever reason, there was a point in time where I was seeing both of these guys a lot, and I was like, all right, and then. The last time
they were both at Daytona. I mean, Tinley.
You're right, but I just got them switched up. At the end of the day, shout to these two. I gotta say, shout to GP Snakes and shout to the homie Grishan.
Yeah, everybody do that.
Yeah, go give them this. Give these two a follow. And guess what? These two are definitely heavily coming to the platform. Yeah, this is oh man, but listen, this is what makes stories so legendary when you go to shows. You got to go to shows, bro. I mean, that's all I'm trying to implement anytime the show topic is brought up. Go to show, especially because, bro, like potentially you never know who you might connect with. Like, you know, not everyone connects with everybody, but you might be somebody different. You know how many people I connected with that nobody's ever connected with? Like it just happens, bro. You know, so you gotta put yourself out there no matter how uncomfortable it is. Like you just gotta do it, bro.
That's where I got a lot of my guests from shows, going to shows. Right.
Bro, dog, there's people literally who've I don't ever call it out, but there's people I get so excited about bringing on my show who've told me no before. Like I've had people coming on my show who've told me no at one point. Like people who just they're not ball python. Like no ball python person has ever told me no. I'll make that fucking very clear. But like all the other people who've written books and shit, like they're just like some people who just don't want to come to the platform. And those are the ones I try to go after the most. You know what I mean? But I want to ask what your overall motivation or what the game plan is so far with your platform with the podcasting, right? So is it mainly for knowledge? Is it mainly for knowledge or putting other people on? What do you think it is?
Putting other people on. That's my main purpose in life is, see, I got a thing I live by, right?
Right.
Your life is nothing. Your life, you did nothing in your life. You did not live that life to help other people. Help somebody do something. My whole thing in life is to help people. That's all I know. I've been retail management for 20 years. Like I just love helping people. And I've always had a team. And I always wanted my team to succeed.
Wow. And
other people to succeed. So with my platform, I want to put other people on. Not just my team. And then like each week we got somebody new coming on Here on Fridays. Somebody that might be an established ball python breeder or whatever, or might be somebody that just don't have their face out there, that want to get their face out there, or just shy or nervous, but we give them a chance to sit back in the cut, watch other people do it, and chime in when you're ready. You can show off some snakes, you can sell some snakes, whatever you want to do, but we let other people shine, and that's my thing. I like watching people shine. I want to watch people grow. I don't care about anything but watching other people succeed. If I gotta succeed to put other people on, then that's what I gotta do.
It's crazy, bro, because I'm not gonna lie, like and this is what makes me so motivated to want to change, because I'm not like that at all, bro. And I don't want to say, you know, everyone has a problem. Not everyone has things they could do better at, but I solely got into this so I could get whatever information I wanted from the most highest people, and I acted the way I acted. So if you don't like me, don't fucking watch this. I don't give a fuck, right? That was just my original mentality, right? But obviously, as you grow and you realize that, you know, bro, given this, I've never gave back to anybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't, you know, it just wasn't me. I was brought up differently. And now I see that I was able to give back to people without even trying. And when I have so many people coming to me now, like, bro, you've changed my life. And I'm like, what? How? Like, and this is like pre-Patreon page, right? Like, this is like after a year.
Good though.
it changed. Like I started calming down. You know, I'm still don't get me wrong. I'm still fucking out there, you know, but I've come down so much and realized like the helping is what makes all this grow more. Like that's because, you know, I come from a background where it's different. Like snakes, if we're all doing good at snakes, it only makes us more powerful as a whole, right? But the only way that's going to happen is we get the right information out there. We all can't go be Jay Brewers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's going to fucking kill us. Like we need good examples, but how the fuck are we going to put good examples if we ain't opening our mouths or we ain't bringing the right people to the platforms? So that's my biggest thing. But I can tell you right now, to hear that you are doing both, you're not only passing information down, but you're putting other people on to connect with others. And that's nuts. I got to say, that's awesome, bro.
Back on that, bro. Look, every Wednesday and every Friday, I can promise you that not only do we learn something new, but other people learn something new. So we got such a variety of people that's been in the game for so long that there's always jewels being dropped every single Wednesday, every Friday, multiple jewels. So it's like we get to learn something. Like I think people should learn something every day, regardless, man. You should never stop learning. You should learn something new each and every day. And we get to do that twice a week.
And not even just the people who are on the panel, who are amazing.
In the chat.
People in
the chat. I see y'all in the chat. I'm glad y'all still here supporting your boy and your girl. That's what it is.
Like, okay, you had your first clutch. You come and say it in the chat. We all boosting you up. If you have a problem, we've had instances where people, you know, had an issue with a snake right there on the live, a prolapse.
Austin jumped in and saved the day. Shout out to Austin.
Yeah, everybody giving put some sugar on it, do this, do that, make sure you clean it, and you know, and then a few days later you get the update, the baby's doing good.
Appreciate you, Troy.
It's amazing to see it in real time, people, you know, learning, and it's all about the snakes. Everybody who's on our show is about the snakes, and that's what makes it so special.
I mean, at the end of the day, isn't it all about the snake? I mean, it's about the animals. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do, as far as passion, energy, the love, is all for the animals. My boy Troy Schroeder in the building, man. Best dressed balls. Damn. You want to talk about one person I love seeing at any show? I know I'm at the right show when I see Troy's booth, bro. But here's just somebody like you guys, right? The same people that I'm complimenting right now is the same person Troy is. Troy collabs. You know, not that Troy is the one that brings customers to the table, even though he is best dressed. But Troy's been doing this for a long time. So for him to take the time to collaborate with new breeders who are just doing their first vending and coming together with them, man. Like, and I'm talking like Troy put my boys on, you know, my boy fucking Andrew, you know, the homie fucking Antoine, Jacob. Jacob was able to sell a fucking 20K snake collaborating booth-wise with Troy. And and that's Troy. That's what's up. Troy, I love you, bro. Thank you so much.
September 28th, you're going to see Troy on balls and things. Yeah.
So listen, just saying hello. Love seeing you guys at the show. You both have huge energy. Respect to that. Look forward to the next time. MJ, this goes to you also. Love that you do this show, celebrating our fellow keepers. Yes, all day, every day. Listen, I got to say, man, you are who you hang around with, bro. And Keisha, I really believe that. You know, if you really want to see what kind of person you're going to be in the next few years, look at your surroundings. Who are your guys' surroundings other than each other? Like, do you guys have other friends that aren't in the snake game that you stay close with? Or is it just like, did you guys branch out and just become like hermits and shit? Like sometimes that happens. That's what happened to me. We got
engulfed into snakes. So now our reptile community, that's our family, bro. That's family. It's the usual suspects. We talk to them every day, all day. So that's family. That they took over family.
Shout out to Big D.
Shout out to Big D, who's on here right now. Or he'll be in the chat going crazy right now.
Him and wifey on a cruise right now that we should have been on. But next time. Be on the show then. Yeah, that's true.
The show.
Yeah, so it all worked out.
But yeah, like I got friends, you know what I'm saying, but they don't. I can't relate to them no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard, bro.
It's hard. All I'm going to talk about is snakes. Like,
I got to say, I'm blessed at the fact that most of the time, if I'm hanging out with my friends, they're always asking me about snakes, bro. Like, they're always on my bumper asking me about snakes. God damn. Hey, TJ,
y'all having a competition, man. Y'all having a competition. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, TJ.
Troy, you do not want to go against TJ, but if you want to, go ahead and do it. I mean, by all means.
Stop you.
Oh my Lord.
Man.
Boy, TJ. God damn. Salute you. My boy. Shout out. I'm speechless. My boy right here, man. But listen, listen, one of the biggest problems, not problems, but it's unfortunate that not everyone has the other half to support what they do. Obviously, that's not your situation, but Keisha, are there times you feel like you have to keep Terence grounded on certain projects, or do you let him take the reins? Like, who's balancing who, or is it no balance needed? And I'm asking Keisha first, is because she's a woman, and I know she sees a lot of things that, you know, us guys don't see. So I'm curious. So Keisha, how are things going when it comes to that? Or do you have to step in every time and whatnot? I'm just curious.
I let him do what he does because I trust him. And anything that he says or does, he does it for a reason. Do I always agree with him? He knows I don't. But
I'm always right.
The vision, he's got vision. So I let him do what he do, and I'm here to help.
Now, what would you say any guy out there, Keisha, who just doesn't have that support, and this is coming from a woman? You know what I mean? Like, you know, what would be your recommendation if there's a guy out there who just isn't able to get his wife to see how you saw what in Terence, like what happened in Terence? Like, what is something that you feel like they can maybe do out there to maybe help their situation?
Well, I will say that, you know, it's always favorable when, you know, your partner can be a partner in what you're doing. But I do also know that even if I wasn't doing this, or even if your partner isn't doing this with you, there's some way they can help. If your partner is, you know, doing more around the house, or, you know, your partner may not want to deal with snakes, but okay, so they're dealing with the kids more, or they're allowing you that time and that space to do what you need to do, and not, you know, I guess maybe, I don't want to say the word nagging or anything, or, you know, getting on you too much about it, giving you that space. I mean, that in itself is, you know, it's hard to find, because you'll have partners who'll be like, these damn snakes, or you always in the snake room, or always in there and that. And that can be valid as well, depending on what the situation is. Because there, like you said, there's got to be balance. But I will never sit there and say that, you know, dang, your partner don't help. Damn, couldn't be me. Not like that, because everybody's relationship is different, and people bring different things to the table. Like, I know there's people who their spouse or their partner, they don't, you know, deal with the snakes, but they'll do things as far as marketing, or they'll help with the thumbnails, or they'll help with this or that, or the rats or this. And even if they don't even get that involved, if they're holding you down in other places to allow you to do what you do, I think, you know, it works.
Hey, listen, find yourself a woman who admits that she's nagging without you having to say that she's nagging. Because I'm telling you what, if you're able to just hunker down and not say it, and just say, you know what, she's having one of those days, she'll eventually come to you and say, hey, did I nag at you, or am I a nag? And they just know it. You ain't got to tell them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, because it's funny. You said, I don't want to say nagging, but you did want to say nagging. You did want to say nagging. That's what I'm saying. So anyways, what happened? Everything good? What happened?
Oh, no, we just about to drop the link real quick.
Okay. Drop a link to what? Are we listening to a mixtape or something?
No. Our YouTube channel.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about YouTube. So what is, other than you go ahead and dropping podcasting, right? Are you dropping vlogs as well? What all kind of grinds going behind YouTube right now?
We were supposed to do a weekly video on Mondays. We're supposed to do a video every Monday. So we do the Monday video. We do the 2 lives, and we do our walkthroughs. Whenever most time when we go to shows, we do a live walkthrough. It's just Tinley, I was like,
Tinley was having a good time.
I was having too much fun. But most of them we do our walkthroughs.
Hey, you know how difficult it is to vlog at any show, let alone Tinley? It's like, bro, like, especially if because, okay, for me, it's all about getting in there early as possible Saturday, talking to the vendors before shit hits the fan, right? But, bro, we were out partying Friday night. You know what I'm saying? So,
you had a nice setup over at Canova's, so you was all right.
Man, either way, it's not easy to get shit done if you're trying to like make content at a show. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. If you want to know one piece of content you could bring to any YouTube channel is like a reptile show fucking vlog or somebody else's private collection. Those are the biggest things that take off, I got to tell you. But overall, like, do you guys plan on grinding harder as far as when it comes to vlogging other than podcasting, or do you feel like podcasting is going to be your niche? Like what's going on with that right now?
I haven't really thought about doing vlogs, but maybe anything, because I didn't expect doing this though. I'm telling you, this time last year, no clue did I ever think about doing a podcast.
Yeah, we hadn't even done our Yeah,
we did the one with Gershon, but we didn't do any more, and we didn't do our own. We didn't start our own till December.
Yeah,
and even when the people said, "Yo, you should do your own show," we still was like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." Maybe years from now. So I can't say what I'm not gonna do.
So, we enjoy what we're doing.
I like doing this. I like doing it. Not even for me. It's because it's expected, like doing it for people, and I like the messages, the DMs where people is like, they say they love seeing people like us. They like seeing people like me. They like seeing the energy, like seeing how we bringing people together. It's dope. It's dope. I love that feedback, and I feel like it's I'm helping people. So I'm gonna go out there and keep doing it, giving people something to look at, something to laugh, enjoy, not to think about whatever they're going through at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I another big reason why like I admire the fact that you're putting people on, because you never know. Like, let's say that person's going through some crazy shit in life, and just by you putting them on or giving them that limelight, that might just change everything for them. You know, like, bro, I don't want to. Yeah. No matter where you're at in life, someone's been at it worse. That's for one thing. Because I used to always go through something, feel like, oh, why me, motherfucker? You should be happy you're alive. You know what I mean? Because there's always somebody in a shittier position, right? But for them to kind of be uplifted in a position where they feel like they're being loved and whatnot, which that's basically what you guys are doing. You guys are putting people on. It's just, people act a certain way. And I got to tell you, why did I come into this game so angry and fucking not really trying to take shit from nobody's? Because I was already in a fucked up place. I was already fucked up. You know what I mean? I came in this game not wanting to make friends. I felt like the top of the game were my friends. I don't want to make I looked at anyone else who wasn't Miguel like, oh, you're not on my level, but that's not the mentality. I learned that you need people. Like we need each other. Like this isn't like, I don't care who your friends are, because guess what? Those friends will fucking turn on you. Like if you rely on one person to make for one person to get you there, you're wrong. Nobody's gonna get you there but yourself. I don't give a fuck. But you gotta put other people on, bro. And all I gotta say is I get that now, but I did it in the beginning. I did it for a long time. But that's why I created New Breed on the Block series and whatnot. It's opening my eyes more. But to see that this is your guys's bread and butter, putting people on, that's the main focus. It's not about, oh, guess who I have on today. Nah, it's about who are we fucking putting on today. You know what I mean? Like that's why we do this. That's why you rock other people's gear. I can sit here and rock because I rock hacks like that. But of course I'm gonna rock someone else's gear, man. Y'all need to know about my man Jeremy. Fuck T Keys. Y'all need to know about my man Jeremy. You need to know about my sister Cole. That's what y'all need to know about. What I want to know about is what the game plan is overall with, because listen, you never know where the podcasting game, but not only that, the ball python game will take you guys financially. You never know, right? But as of right now, what is it that you guys do other than the podcast and reptile game? And Keisha, I'll start with you. What is your 9 to 5, Keisha, if you have a 9 to 5? I'm curious.
I am fraud detection. That's what I do right now.
Fraud detection, like fraudulent activity is your game.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I've
been doing it for over 15 years. I love it. It's like my home as far as, if I'm gonna work, I'll do that because I love it. I love it. I love just catching fraud. Like, come on, man. Like,
listen, I be catching Bob Smiths every day. I get it. I understand that fraud catching activity is fun. Like, damn, that's crazy. Hey, but
there's a lot more to it. There's a lot to it.
Terrence, you can't play though. Terrence,
listen, I get it. People try to lie to me every day, all day, and I'm like, okay, all right. But other than that, yeah, that's what I do. Do I want to do that forever? No, but for now it's cool.
What's up, T? What about you? What do you do 9 to 5?
It's a 6 a.m. job I work, but I run the receiving for the world's largest pump manufacturer. So
okay,
busy work.
How long have you been doing that for? Like how long have you been in the
I've only been doing that for a year. Before that, I was management. I was management at Lowe's for 12 years, at Home Depot. No, okay. Home Depot for 12 years, Lowe's for 8 years. I went from retail management to management doing this.
Check this out, bro. My last job before I went full time to what I'm doing now, which is podcasting and breeding, I was a general manager at a Office Depot. Okay. And I had somebody who I feel like, and not that you worked at Office Depot, but I feel like people like you at a retail center, I could tell you, like, customers must love you. Like, you must have certain people that know who the fuck you are. You must have people who are like, they're like, is Terence here? I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like that's who you are. And guess what? I used to like hold on to
when I went from a different store, they follow me. Whatever I went to another store, my customers came with me.
We met working at Home Depot, and he was a manager. He became a manager after we knew each other for a little bit, but that's exactly how it was. Like,
I realized after I quit this job that people like you are the last of the Mohicans in the retail center. People who are freshly new, young, hired into the retail center don't have your attitude. And that was so hard to fucking manage people who didn't want to be there. Like, I had people who hated their lives, but what can I give them? Like, they're not making commission. Like, they're just there hourly. I don't
get that, man. You hate your job, get a new job.
Oh, man. But listen, people don't get that. People just have jobs because they're forced to have jobs. They don't have a purpose. I feel like you have a purpose. And but here's my biggest thing. Like, God, man, I'm so glad that you are in a game like this, because I feel like somebody who had somebody with your drive and your passion, if you had your own business built behind your own community, like if you had a bunch of power showing that just keep doing what you're doing, I feel like you're going to be very thriveful in this business, bro. I really feel like
right there in the chat.
Man, it's making my hair stand, bro. Like, I really feel like people like you are what we need to come into this game. People with good work ethic and people who can literally be a good people person. If you're not a good people person, you're gonna have a hard time in this, bro. I'm telling you right now. If you can't get people to fucking see eye to you, you're not gonna do well. And some people need more than just an Instagram account. You got to go face to face. You guys admit
what's crazy about that? My boy who told me who basically helped me with the breeding thing. He used to say, you're going to be so good at this. I never understood what he meant by it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how you good at this? He's just, I'm telling you, people are going to love you. You're going to be good at it. Like, the hell does good people loving me got to do with breeding fucking ball python? But then after time went by, I was like, dude, you was completely right.
I respect your work, but I didn't connect the dots until I met you in person. When I saw your energy, and I actually, and this is on me, you know what I mean? I will admit, I don't watch a lot of any people's podcasts. I'm too busy. The podcasts I listen to are like Joe Rogan, like Jocko. Like, I listen to like How to Become a Better Person. I'm still fucked up to this day. Like, I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I try to listen to better healing, like self things. That's all I listen to. But what I'm saying is, for me to meet you in person and meet Keisha in person, that love, that energy, I was like drawn to it. And that's what you need to do sometimes. You need, like, people like myself need more than just an Instagram account. You ain't going to win me over just by being my friend on Instagram. I travel a lot. We should meet. Let's meet and let's really see what you're all about. But I feel like that's what you guys are all about. And I feel like that's what's important. You got to put yourself out there. Sir. Now, project-wise, what are you guys, because listen, at the end of the day, I know you manifest this shit, fucking Terence, becoming a full-time breeder. What are you doing project-wise to better yourself each year? Like, what's the game plan with your projects right now? Let's tap into it.
Man, I'm working on making doubles and triple recessives. That's the goal. Just build for the future. Build for the future. So I got.
Good.
Oh, because well, my main thing is, as people in the chat know, I'm yellow belly everything. So I'm doing all these. I got to get one in there. I got to get one in there. So I'm specializing on.
Time out. You said it. I was waiting for you to bring it up first.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate, Terence, because I get where you come from with this yellow belly everything thing, right? Because I read before I heard it from you, and this is on God. I told you this before I heard it from you. I saw it on another page, and this was a page. This was a page. I won't even give it the time of day. Don't even think about it. But this was like some bottom feeder who was taking like snapshots of my wife's pictures, and like she was posting it on his page. And like I had, I got my trappers out there. So any kind of Bob Smith activity, they come and tell me. So I had my homie who was like, hey, bro, someone's putting your wife's pictures and saying, oh, MJ's wife's available on his stories. And I'm like, what? So I went and checked. And in his fucking description, it
yellow
says
belly
right
everything.
there, it says yellow belly everything. But guess what? Let me show you. This is a real fucking bottom feeder. This motherfucker literally has nothing but yellow belly. Like it's all yellow belly. Like, and so that's why I was like,
that's not me though.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain the situation here, but that's why I was like, this stupid motherfucker. Like, is this guy a fucking idiot? So right away, I needed something because I want to tear this guy's face off. But mind you, he's in a different country. This fool, he thinks he's untouchable, but I'm flying to the UK soon. Don't even trip. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I was like, yellow belly, everything. That was a joke. And I turned that joke into a Patreon joke. I started fucking bagging on, like, it was a joke between all of us. But then I saw your fucking, like, first off, when I first mentioned this yellow belly thing, someone's like, oh, you're talking about keys. He's talking about keys. And I'm like, what? Who? What the fuck would I do? And I go look up, and motherfucker, what do you have on your thing? Yellow belly, everything. So I'm like, is this full team? Like, is he teamed up with this guy? Like, what is happening? Like, I was confused. I was really confused, but I was also not confused on my feelings on that guy. So that's why I was like, fuck yellow. That first off, that don't make sense. And even if it does make sense, I don't like that guy. So fuck him. I'm trying to catch hands. I want all the above. But wow. It had nothing to do with Terence. That's all I got to say. It had no relation with keys, constrictors. That's it. That's all I want.
We talk. I know.
That was a crazy
because like I told you, like my inbox blew up. I'm like, bro, it was like, yo, MJ's talking about you right now. Like, MJ's like, MJ cool ain't talking about me. So let me go in there, and I just got in the chat to yellow belly everything. I left. Then my back is more and more and more. I'm like, fuck. That's when I hit you up. Yo, MJ, it was good, man. I thought we was cool. And you was like, dude, I wasn't talking about you, blah, blah, blah. Ran it down. I'm like, all right, all this shit makes sense.
I'm just,
I'm glad that you two were actually able to talk about it and squash it almost immediately.
Yeah, it was like, soon as I heard about it, that's why I just go right to the fucking source. I'm gonna go right to the source. I'm not gonna do all that he said, she said shit. My yo, what's up?
Listen, I don't ever take it to I don't ever take it to this extent to things, but at the end of the day, when I noticed that, this is the only guy I could say to, the only guy to fucking put my wife's pictures, and do what you want to do with me, but you get my wife involved, which my wife don't even, like, God bless her, she don't even know about this. I don't want to fuck with her head with this. So anyways, this fucking weirdo doing this made me feel some type of way to where I obviously want to say, well, who the fuck follows you? I want to make sure whoever fucks with me ain't fucking with you. So I made sure I went down his people who follow him, and I found quite a bit of people who followed him, and I let them know personally what this piece of shit was doing. So, and that took a lot. Like, motherfucker, I took my time out of my day because I like these people. And I want them to know you're following somebody who's taking my wife, who ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit, and he's fucking exploiting her. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just don't do shit like that, right? So I just wanted to make sure there was no connection there. And I didn't even know at first. I remember when you hopped into the chats, I was like, all right, motherfucker, like, if you with this UK guy, I had to talk to you one-on-one, which we did. And it was immediately no connection, no relation. It had nothing to do. And then I tapped into the projects. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't breeding yellow belly. Like, it's not what this idiot, this trash is doing in the UK. No. It's different. So I'm glad we could talk about that. But, yellow belly being, let's talk about Canova, right? What the fuck? What makes this shit so powerful? Yellow belly, okay?
Yellow belly.
Stupid. Yellow belly's stupid, okay? But anyways, let's continue on, please. Project.
But, I hate to do this. We get up at 5:00, and it's already 10:00 where we at.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Is it time to wrap it up?
Yeah.
We gotta eat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I made dinner, so.
No, respect. Hey, listen, I respect you. No, I gotta be told if we need to stop, because I'll keep going. Don't even worry about it. But can I get
and we would too if we could.
Yeah, but listen, can I get a wrap-up question before hot seat question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Damn, I got carried away. I was about to go get another drink. I thought
If it was because it's out. I get about 5 a.m. on Monday through Friday.
You got to get your sleep. No, I already know. Sleep's so important. But anyways, let's get a wrap-up question real quick for these two before we get into some hot seat questions. Overall, look, with some of the things are being said by the more powerful, not powerful, but the more experienced breeders. Some of them are thinking that, investing in a full-time ball python project or doing ball pythons full-time isn't the most ideal thing. But then you have people like Justin and other people who say it is possible. I want to know, at the end of the day, with you guys both having 9 to 5 or 6 to 6 gigs, whatever that you guys do, where's your guys' mindset with that full-time gig? Do you guys have a time frame in mind? Is there anything in your head where you're like, I want to fucking do this shit full-time? Either one? Just curious.
Oh yeah, down the line, definitely. And I know it's doable. We got friends that do it full-time, and I know it can be accomplished. Just as long as you keep the head on straight and pick the right projects and do what we're supposed to do, it can happen.
Keisha, what do you think about it?
I would love to. Is there a time frame? Not really. I mean, we plan on doing this forever, so there's no rush. It'll happen.
I love it. You can't put a rush on something that will happen naturally. It's just going to happen when it happens.
Yeah, definitely going to happen.
The one thing that's funny is Terence, he been saying, oh, pretty soon I'm going to make sure that, you don't have to work. You don't have to work no more. Then I'm over here telling him I'm going to make sure he don't have to work no more. So, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, listen, my biggest, here's my struggle is my wife has a really good job, right? But she also would love to not work. But she ain't going to not work unless I can't cover what she makes. And I ain't even close to that yet. So, fuck, man. Just listen. At the end of the day, I will say what? If you're able to do this full-time, Terrence, and Keisha's like, I'm able to do my job, man, well, that's a blessing in disguise, bro. That's all I got to say. But, hey, listen, day by day, you never know what's going to happen, when happen, until it happens. But you guys are, listen, I know, Keisha, I know you want to leave, but you got hot seat questions. You ain't just leaving that smoothly.
Okay.
Hot seat questions. The quicker you answer, the quicker you can bounce out and go eat and go to sleep. And be happy that you came on the coolest reptile podcast in the world. You ready? Keys Constrictors.
Yes,
hot questions coming in hot. Do me a favor. Answer these together. Don't look at each other. Please. That's a rule. Answer together. Same time. Here we go. You ready? Frozen Thought or live?
Live.
A cut or no cut?
Cut the eggs.
Favorite codon morph?
Clown.
Yellow belly.
I don't know what codon is. I'm just playing.
She knows
favorite. What's your least favorite morph of all time?
Pinstripe.
Oh God, I should have said his is pinstripe. I don't have a problem with pinstripe. I honestly don't have a problem with any morph. I think that they all do something special.
That's fraudulent answer right there. I don't believe that at all.
It's true.
Just kidding.
That's ugly. Show me a snake that's ugly in here.
I'm just kidding. Show me a spider. Show me a spider.
I love spider.
I love spider. She loves spider. That's probably that's her favorite. That'll be her favorite codon.
I love what spider does to pretty much anything.
Green tree python or no green tree python?
No green tree python.
Pre first shed meal or post first shed meal?
Pre.
With Keisha, you gonna say pre? Cool.
Pre.
Okay. To spray a ball python or to not spray a ball python?
Not spray the ball python.
You Florida people just got it made out there, don't you?
Yeah.
Big flexor or no flexor? Don't be lying.
Big flex.
Keisha?
I'm not sure what a big, you mean like with your muscles?
I mean, just in general, information.
Big flex. We're flexing very, very big over here.
I was going to say, because if not, he's big enough to flex for you. You feel me?
Oh, yeah. I let him do that. That's.
Right.
You know what it is.
Steak or fish?
Snake.
No, steak, like to eat.
Oh, steak?
Oh, steak all day.
Favorite cut of steak?
Oh. Sirloin.
Okay.
I'm not picky. Just like I'm not picky with my morphs. I mean, cook it the right way, it's gonna taste good.
Yay sports or boo sports?
Boo
Yay sports.
Favorite sport, Terrence?
Basketball.
Favorite basketball team?
Warriors.
Okay, damn.
Steph Curry with the shot.
West Coast rapper, East Coast rap?
Ooh. I'm going East Coast.
Favorite?
My favorite West Coast rapper no longer here, so.
Well, just gonna admit.
Favorite East Coast rapper of all time?
Of all time. Ooh, see.
You gotta have your favorite.
Where would M be? Midwest. M is in the Midwest.
Midwest.
I say.
It was the East.
Yeah,
I'm going Eminem. I'm going Eminem.
Detroit's the East, bro. Detroit's East as fuck, dog. Isn't it?
All right. Yeah, I'm from Jersey, man. Jersey is the East.
Yeah,
that's Jersey.
If you don't like Atlantic Ocean,
you're not on the East Coast, then you're not.
I feel like. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, Motown, like Detroit's 3 hours. It's East time. It's Eastern time. So that.
Yeah, I get that.
Eminem. I like that you said Eminem. I like that. I like that. Okay.
Go.
Little word association. Say whatever first things come to your mind. Or whatever word I say. You ready?
Yeah.
Milk.
Cookies.
Substrate.
Snakes.
I was gonna say mice, rats.
First time podcaster.
GP Snakes.
Yeah. Gershon.
FedEx shipping.
Snake
Snakes.
egg.
Number one ball python breeder in the game.
Ooh, to me, man, my favorite breeder is Austin. Everybody knows that. Austin, my favorite breeder.
I love it. You got Royal Highness, Austin from Canada. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like it. Keisha, come on, Keisha. You can't say Terrence either. You can't say Terrence.
Oh, what is it? I mean,
KG.
oh yeah, KG. So I'd say Ozzy. I like what Ozzy does.
I gotta say Ozzy's very, very, very player. Okay, here we go. Stuck shed.
No humidity.
I'll leave it alone.
Instagram trolls.
Fuck. They don't matter.
I'll say block.
If you had to get rid of one platform forever, and I mean forever, never coming back. Is it gonna be
Facebook. Get the fuck out of there, Facebook.
Damn, these motherfuckers been researching. They were ready for this shit. Hey, listen, we had over 90 people tapped in for this fucking episode. I gotta say,
yes,
for new people on the block here, that's a heavy one. What do you have to say to everyone out there rocking with Keys and supporting you guys to the fullest?
Man, we love the support. Keep fucking with your boy and your girl. You know what I'm saying? We do this every Wednesday and every Friday. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m., every Friday at 7 p.m. You know what to do, what the business is. You know where to see us at. Every Monday, we drop a video. And don't forget about the usual suspects. And don't forget, on Thursdays, we got Mike and Herb Collectors at 8 p.m. On Saturdays at 1 p.m., we got Lady Tiz Exotics. On Sundays at 4:20, we got F&A Boss. On Mondays at 8 a.m., we got Lady Tiz Exotics again. And also Craft Brew. I ain't gonna forget about Craft Brew at 6:30 on Sunday nights. And Big D lessons on Thursdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. After we go off, Big D goes on. So check out all our homies. And Bomb Projects and Jeffy go on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Instagram. Yeah, can't forget the homies. Check us all out.
If we miss anybody, put it in the chat real quick.
No, but you got to hurry up because they got to go and eat, or else Keisha's gonna fucking undertake.
And I gotta get up in 6 hours. Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, listen, I gotta say thank you so much. I appreciate your energy, but honestly, I love how you're trying to put other people on. Very inspiring. But that's a wrap for Keys Constrictors, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, I'll catch you on the round 2. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Keisha. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Woo! Good, awesome episode. Damn. Wrapped it up quick, but I'm like okay with that. I feel like this was a good hour. This was a good hour of just some straight heat. Appreciate everyone who tapped in. If you happen to come in late and didn't hit the like button, never too late to hit the like button. Once you get the likes up, I ain't gonna complain about the likes because the likes are up, the likes are there. Mad love and respect. I gotta say, anyone who came over from the Keys family for the first time, I appreciate you coming to the platform and just showing them love. Thank you so much. This really means a lot. Take a lot take a lot from this. Okay, so thank you. Got a big week ahead of us, I gotta say. I finally am gonna show some love to all you short-tail python breeders out there. Been getting bugged, man, and not bugged in a bad way. I understand. I need to show more love to the short-tail python family community, blood python. But you know, at the end of the day, actually, I take that back. What the fuck? I just had Elijah on. What am I talking about? But hold on. You guys need more, and that's a fact, okay? I think because I had Elijah Armis on, shout out to Juggernaut Reptiles, the fact that I had them on made me more inspired to bring more short tail and blood python breeders on. So that being said, I hope you guys are ready, man. Where are my shorty fans at? Who's ready for this shit to go down? Because there's been some beef. Oh, my God. There's beef. Damn, who's going to win? Bro. You guys want to know what the inside scoop is on the beef? There's drama between these two right now. I swear to God, I almost want to crack a beer open and like, oh my God, should I do it? Do you guys want to hear the drama? Should I go open up a Miller Lite and break down the whole drama between these two? Or should I just wait? What do you guys want? I'm gonna go with the first answer in the first answer in the live chat. Let's see. If it says no, wait, then I'll wait. If it says yeah, then I'll go ahead and do it. Whatever, the first answer in the live chat. I don't give a fuck. Let's see what happens. Do you want to hear it? Okay, there's no answer. Nope, too late. Oh, I saw. You know what? You got to join the Patreon. I'm sorry. Maybe join the Patreon, then I'll tell you. Got you, motherfuckers. Yes, it's going down. I'm dead ass serious. It's going to be an awesome episode. Shout to Dan Magano, Snakes, and O'Malley Morphs, two of the heaviest hitters in the short tail game as far as up and coming goes. You don't want to miss this shit. It's going down Thursday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and that's when you motherfuckers could hear the drama. I ain't going to talk about the drama without them being here. What's wrong with you guys? What is the fucking matter with you weirdos? We're getting down this Thursday night. Just how we got down tonight. I got to say shout out to my homegirl, Keisha, and shout out to the homie, Big Terence over at Keys Constrictors. Oh, yeah, by the way, last but not least, never that it's ever last, but goddamn, if you are trying to tap into some extra content, if you want to tap into a family that is growing, a family that is so player, you just can't mess with it. The Trap Talk Patreon family. Go down to the link below, click the very first link, and become a part of the Trap Talk Patreon family. As soon as you become a part of the Patreon family, you get tapped into the Discord, and that's when you get to meet all the big players, man. Make sure you give me a follow on Instagram, by the way. My new Instagram name is TrapGod619. A lot of people are still typing in MJ Exotics Cartel. That's a piece of the past. Not happening. Move it forward. Hit me up on Instagram, TrapGod619. Go give the podcast page a follow as well, the Trap Talk Podcast on Instagram. Please head over to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, if you're one of the few that's in that toxic world, please head over to Facebook, like my new Trap Talk Podcast page. Please try to get my likes up immediately. I appreciate you guys all your love and support, man. Listen, I don't give a fuck if you don't even subscribe to this channel. The fact that you come and watch this, which I know there's quite a bit of you, who continue to come back and not hit the subscribe button and watch this, whatever. I still give a fuck. Guess what? It still counts as a number, algorithm-wise on YouTube. So continue. I don't care. But I know the numbers, motherfucker. There's still 49% of you who come back and watch this and refuse to hit the subscribe button. Ain't going to stop me, but just know that you're weird. To you who subscribe and continue to watch, thank you so much. Drop a comment. Let me know what you like best about this episode. What do you guys think is going to be happening big for Keys Constrictors? And more importantly, be ready for this Thursday night because it's going down, and I'll catch you guys Thursday night.